Here again, Dun071, eBay power seller and power buyer. I was going through my eBay account and going through my shopping cart, and I noticed I put in the second print for THOR number 6 that's coming out. I think the FOC deadline is today. And on the cover we have Thanos with the hammer, some stones and a hammer, and some type of gauntlet on his left hand side. It looks like some type of symbiote gauntlet. I don't know. And I think that's like an inside spread. But that's the second print. Very interesting choice. Could be a gem right there. I haven't bought it yet because I feel like these gonna be a good price to buy. Maybe I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot of times. I might buy like 5 copies just to have right now. Pay cover price, a little bit of the cover price, and then keep an eye on it and see, like, maybe 3 months from now I could get them for cheaper and buy 10, 15, because I believe maybe like 3 years from now. Let me see, you got Black Winter, Blackest Night, the stuff coming, the Venom, everything been pushed back. So maybe it's a year and a half from now that this storyline will go manifest as some type of big crossover story dealing with Thanos. And then I think people are gonna be after this cover. You gotta pay attention to the synergy that the comics have now since that guy took over. When I mean that guy, the guy that's making the movies, the MCU, he's in charge of everything. Since that Black Panther movie proved his thesis, Disney decided to let him be in charge. And it took some time. But if you're paying attention, he's beginning to have synergy between comics, merchandising, TV shows, and movies. This is the time to buy Marvel and to some extent DC comics. The print is low, and first time ever both of these companies beginning to have synergy with all their products and understanding how the comic book arm should be operated. These are owned by mega corporations, so their comic book arm don't have to make money. It's about seeding the plant, nurturing the idea, and seeing if it's a valuable product to sell. Toys, movies, TV shows, etc. Clothing, all this through their comic arm. That's why they bought these companies and these characters. I remember back in the late 80s and 90s, you couldn't find a shirt. It was almost impossible to find a comic book shirt. Believe me, I went searching. Now I could find a comic book shirt anywhere. That's beautiful. So again, I think that THOR number 6 second print, I think the FOC is today. I want to keep an eye on that book. Very interesting. You gotta grab those moderns. If you could turn the loose singles into home runs, hey. Always trying to find a way to mitigate shipping. It's very important. You might have to buy 5 or 1 copy so you can mitigate your shipping. And your bags and boards. You know, think about it. Like, you got to drive to a comic book store. You got to spend gas, time. So if you can mitigate, getting 5 copies, cover price, and get it shipped for $4 or $5, and it's bagged and board, you spread that around 5, 6, 7 books, that's costing you like 50, 60 cents per book. That's a good exchange for the time that you have to go to a store. You got to buy the bags and boards, and you got to do all these things. And also, if you find a good dealer, he gives you high grade books that never been touched, and it become a good buy. Later. Live, yeah.